Picture this, 1901, the United States a powerhouse on the world stage, yet faced a staggering setback in the small town of Balangiga on the isolated island of Samar. A defeat so profound that surviving American troops had no choice but to hastily retreat, avoiding the deadly native bolos. A humiliating blow, marking America's most severe defeat in the Philippine-American War. To right this wrong, retaliation was imperative. The era of change was upon them, starting with the removal of Area Commander General Arthur MacArthur, replaced by Adna Chaffee by the directive of US President Theodore Roosevelt. He was tasked with employing the sternest measures to quell the unrest in Samar. Amidst the aftermath of the Balangiga attack, a new wave of insurgent aggression swept Samar. In just a matter of weeks, 400 rebels armed with the infamous curved knives of the Philippines launched a deadly assault on an army detachment at the Gandara River, claiming lives and wounding many. The town of Wailer, now Tinambakan, faced a relentless siege, paralleled by minor skirmishes across Samar. Amidst this chaos, General Chaffee apprehensively compared the army's position in the archipelago to standing on a volcano. Chaffee entrusted General Jacob Smith with the command in Leyte and Samar, a controversial move due to Smith's tarnished reputation. Transgressions from barroom gambling to fraudulent claims marked Smith's past, leading many to question the wisdom behind his promotion. However, in the eyes of his superior, General Chaffee, Smith's unorthodox methods were deemed necessary when diplomacy no longer sufficed. Smith made his mark swiftly, invoking Abraham Lincoln's General Order 100% to allow the execution of non-uniformed adversaries and suspected saboteurs. Under his command, stringent directives were issued demanding the ruthless pacification of Samar. Marine Major Littleton Waller was tasked with an uncompromising mission. "I want no prisoners. I wish you to kill and burn." A wave of destruction swept through Samar, transforming the once serene island into a battleground, with Smith's unyielding resolve leaving an indelible mark on the land. Further intensifying his grip, Smith enforced strict regulations on boats and fishing activities, transitioning Samar's coast into a zone of surveillance and control. The implementation of hamleting, confining natives into monitored camps, tightened the noose around insurgent sympathizers, creating an atmosphere of fear and submission. Natives were told that they could be given protection by the American soldiers, but first they had to be placed inside a concentration camp where all their movements were closely monitored. Any native living outside these camps was considered an insurgent or a sympathizer and could be targeted. There are approximately 400 Filipino prisoners confined at Catbalogan, and the churchyard has been made into quarters for them. The yard is surrounded by a high stone wall, against which nipa shacks have been set. There is an offensive smell about the quarters, but this is generally found in jails where large numbers of men are confined. All of the prisoners had a more or less cowed appearance. They are a miserable-looking lot of little brown rats and were utterly spiritless. Reports from the front lines painted a grim picture of devastation. Smith's field men started a daily log of activities that appear like a record of death and destruction. Reporting from USS Villalobos, the ship's captain wrote, starting October 18, 1901 until 10 days later, they arrested suspected insurgent leaders at Malibago near Babatangon, Caibiran, Culaba, Cawayan, Almeria, and Naval. Province of Biliran, overhauled en route a bunker cleared from Iloilo for Tacloban, and a lorcha bound for Tacloban with 750 sacks of rice, confiscated guns, ammunition, and money worth over 200,000 Mexican dollars. Destroyed 3 barotos and captured a native making for the Samar coast in a baroto, and made arrests in Zumaraga, burned nipa huts and destroyed 3 barotos more. In another ship, USS Vicksburg, its commander, E. Barry, reported on October 29, 1901, that 9 days earlier, a company of Marines destroyed a number of shacks and about 2,500 sacks of rice near Guyuan. 7 days later, his troops again destroyed a number of shacks and captured 3 small canoes. Starting November 1 to the 9th that year, his patrols, often led by Waller or Captain Porter, went up and down the Catacan River. destroying everything they thought would be useful to the insurrectos, which included all shacks, food, work animals, boats or barotos, and killed or captured all those suspected to be part of the insurgency. In his report, Waller told General Smith that in the span of 9 days, they burned down 255 houses, killed 39 men, and captured 18 along with 17 bolos, seized a ton of hemp and a half-ton of rice, killed 13 carabaos, and destroyed 50 bankers that people used for fishing and transportation. Smith's uncompromising tactics, while effective in some regard, left a scar on Samar's landscape, forever altering the course of history in this tumultuous period.